Hello everyone, my name is Nitish Gupta. This is my backend skill test one project habit tracker. So here is the UI of the habit tracker. Here is the title of the habit. Here it shows the last 6 days of the habits you have tracked, done, not done, and none. Here we can also add a habit and delete a habit. Let's add a habit. Habit name, for example, walk. We can add walk here, so walk will come here. You can add to done, so it will show green color, and you can click on it, so it will show not done. Again it shows the pop-up also, and you can none also, where user has not taken any action. You can delete and habit also by clicking on this button, so delete and habit, and it also shows the notification to the VS Code for the backend code for the habit tracker. So this is my package.json file. It is my metadata of the project. Here is my script for running. The start script means production script. This is my dev environment script dependency which I am using for this project. Dev dependency nodemon is here. This is my app.js file. Here it is my the entry point for my express app. Here I am requiring the libraries. Here I am initializing my express app, setting up the port. I am setting up my view engine. Here I am using EJS. Here this middleware I am using for serving static files. This middleware I am using to get the request into to parse the incoming request and put it into the request object request.body. Here I am using cookie parser session for the flash messages, so it will store the flash message into the session, and when it is shown to the user it will automatically remove. This is my custom middleware for setting up the set manager. Here I'm requiring all my routes, so for every slash route it will require this route. Here I'm listening for the port. So now let's go to the index.js file of the routes. So here are my route for getting all the habits. Here this is my route for creating a new habit. This my route is for the deleting the habit, and this my route for the updating the status of the habit for a day. Or you can also update to the last 6 date also. This is my model for the habit.js habit schema. Habit name required unique should be true, and days array. Here I am in the object I am setting up the date and the status. So now let's go to the controller folder. So yes, now let's go to the controller folder. So in my controller folder I am having getting habits, get habits method here. So it will find all the habits from the database, and it is requiring the from the current date, it is requiring the last 6 days and today's date, and passing to the EGS file. Okay, so this is my function. It will count, it will calculate the last 6 date from the today's date and shown to the user. So it is my create habit function controller, and it creates a habit. If you give a habit name, so it will first check if the habit is exist or not. If it is habit, then it will show duplicate habit. If it is not, then it will create a new array of 7 days with date and the date and the status of that habit, and it will create a new object after that, and it will create a new habit. This is my control for the deleting the habit. It will first check the habit is exist or not. It will first check for the id is mongoose id is valid or not. If it is valid, then it will show. If it is not, then it show id is not valid. And here it will find that id if it is there, and it will remove also, and it will redirect. Here is my update habit as status. So here what I am doing, here I am requiring the habit name also and the habit date also. If the habit is not exist, then I am showing habit is not. If the habit is there, then I am getting all the days, and I am mapping to the address, and I am checking if the day is present or not. If it is not present, then I am pushing that date also into the db into the array, and then saving into the, if the date is not there. If the date is there, then I'm showing what is the status there. And if it is status there, then I'm also toggling the status also. And if a date is not there, then I'm pushing into the database that date with the status of done, and it also shows the required specification. And this is my config file for mongoose for connecting to the database. I am using mongoose odium for connecting to the mongodb database. This is my just simple middleware for setting up the flash messages for success and error. Thank you. Now at last, this is my EGS file. In EGS file, this is my notice CSS for the flash messages. This is my bootstrap CSS CDN. I'm using bootstrap here. This is my bootstrap icon. This is my own CSS file. This is my own CSS file is here. this very basic css I have written. I am using bootstrap css, and this is my javascript for the tooltip. I am using bootstrap tooltip. So for using the bootstrap tooltip, I need to initialize this here, and in this EJS file I have this model here. So means one button is here, so click on it. It will call a model, and it will show the form to create a new habit. This I am getting if the habit dot length is greater than 0, then I am showing here. And the I am checking if the days is there, if the date and date dot date is there. If the status is there, then I'm showing the status. If the for that date is the status is not there, then I'm showing the none here. Also, I am using that status also for the data track, for showing the tooltip, and for the title also. And this is my bootstrap js file. This is my own js file for enabling the tooltip. This cdn for the flash messages, and I have written custom flash message for noti here also. Thank you.